All right, yo, what up, fam? Welcome everybody. We here for another edition of Watch the Rise. Another edition to say that on Watch the Rise. Today we here with talking about the LGBT community, and we got a couple questions. Just getting out some opinions and some thoughts on our different perspectives today. Um, First off, we're gonna introduce everybody. Go ahead, Fit, introduce yourself, and then we go from there.
What up? It's your boy Fit. What's good? How y'all doing?
What's going on? You call me Yanni or Yanni, whichever one y'all can say.
What's up, Yanni?
Hey, I'm Jordan. What's good?
One of the first questions I want to know is what is the problem? Because it's just we're coming here, we're all coming here to meet and talk about some stuff, and I want to know what's on each person's mind about what's the goal from this conversation. I'm not just coming just to push this either way. I just want to know what's the goal for each person that's here. We could start with Jordan Grimes. What's your goal for this conversation?
I don't know. I was invited. I don't know. I really don't know. I just came to speak my piece.
Okay. What about Yannick? Yannick Johnson?
Hello, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. I just want to see how to, just get a different aspect on everybody's view and, different situations and opinions about, certain aspects of what they've been through and what they experienced.
Okay. Young Fit?
Yeah, I just want to, address just some certain questions I have regarding, just everything, just how we move about life as far as, just the whole situation, just everything in general, just general questions from a different side of the fence than I'm on.
Okay. Sean, is your mic working?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my phone was working for a long time. I really couldn't hear anything y'all was saying until like right now. So I really apologize.
Oh, I was saying, so what's your goal from this conversation? We talking about, if you didn't hear earlier, we were saying that we're going to talk about the LGBT community. For those who don't know, that's lesbian, gay, bi, and transsexual. And so yeah, you said transgender.
Thank
you. Okay. My bad. So and introduce yourself. I asked you to introduce yourself earlier, but your camera froze. So if you want to do that, you could do that right now.
I'm a gay bisexual male. I'm Sean Brown. I'm open to every side.
Sean, are you gay or are you bisexual?
Well, I'm gay, but
I can't hear you.
Sean, speak into the mic.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, well, I'm mostly gay. I slept with women, but I prefer males.
Okay, so are you attracted to men and women, or are you just attracted to men?
No, I'm attracted to men and women.
Okay, so you're bisexual.
I guess you would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, my phone is really, really tripping. I'm sorry. I was saying, is she a lesbian, transgender?
I'm transgender.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, for sure. Well, we could get it started. One of the questions I wanted to ask is, how do y'all feel about religion? I'm not, big into religion, but that's just one of the topics that come up a lot, and I just figured I'll start off with that. Do you feel like Jordan, you're transgender, Sean, you're gay, Yannick, I don't know exactly where you stand, but how do you feel that affects you religion wise?
Religion-wise, I like to say this, since me coming out as a male that dates transgender women, you understand, I've noticed that, growing up in the church and when the word got out that that's what I do and that's what I date, I noticed a lot of my church family members, distance themselves from around me. But at the end of the day, I look at it as if as long as I have my relationship with God, I'm okay. I don't need everybody else in that church, you know, to solidify that, hey, I know him. But as long as I have my relationship with him, I'm good. Religion growing up in the church, that's what kept me strong. That's what kept me, you know, mind strong. That's what kept me together because I know my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, kept me strong.
That's what's up.
So let me ask you, Yannick, are you straight? Are you gay or what are you?
Well, I consider myself. I've dated women. I have a 6-year-old daughter. You understand what I'm saying? I've done the street life. I've done, fucking thoughts. I done gang bang up on different women. You understand what I'm saying? But I found myself, and now that I sit back and I realized what I was doing, I was just trying to cover up a big dark secret. Hey, it's like I'm really enjoying it, even though that's what I did at the time. I wasn't really feeling it, but I find myself dating trans women because that's what makes me happy. That's what keeps me,
Yannick, what do
sane.
you identify as? Gay, bi, straight? That was the question.
So
And
are
that's
we talking about what I thought we were talking about religion.
Now
Yeah,
he gave his answer regarding the religion aspect of it. He
yeah, I
said,
just asked
he
him
has
that.
a relationship with God.
Yeah.
Okay.
so my answer to this is like I consider myself trans attracted male. That's how I consider myself as.
Got you.
Okay. Sean, is there anything you want to say about the religious aspect of being
Well,
gay?
yeah. Um, I believe in God. I was talking to you earlier, KJ. I'm 32 years old. Um, I don't believe in gay marriage, and I feel like I can do for a long time, but I don't think it's right for me and another man to walk down the aisle. Like my mom and dad would never see it. I believe in equal rights. I think I'm like old fashioned with it. That's my opinion on that. I'm sorry. I know I may offend some gay people who feel that they should walk down the aisle. Problem to them if they have. Like I've been to a wedding, I just don't believe in it. I just think that marriage is between men and women. When it's that way, with
You kind of breaking up a little bit.
okay, I'm sorry about
Yeah, I
Is there?
heard him. He said he really don't believe that,
I
a
heard
man and a man can be
that.
married, but he said he does, as a gay man, he was
Yeah,
explaining that, he just doesn't believe in gay marriage or whatnot. That's kind
yeah.
of odd from, just coming from, just hearing that from, a gay man, but, that's what it is.
I didn't say I didn't believe in like gay marriage. I just don't believe in like the aisle, walking down the aisle. I think that's for men and women. I
Got
think
you.
if I was gonna marry a man, I would want him. I can. There's still ways that I can sign over all my stuff to him, and he still be able to have everything I wanted. But walking down
I,
the aisle, I'm not gonna do.
Okay,
I have a
but okay. So how do you feel that the religion affects?
I have a question.
I
Mhm.
don't think my sexuality or your sexuality or her sexuality have anything to do with her religion. Her belief is her beliefs. Just because she may like a male or another woman doesn't affect her belief in her ability to believe in her Lord or her God.
Okay.
All right,
I
go
have
ahead,
a
Jordan. You said you
question.
had a question. Go ahead.
So, if you feel that way, then why does it matter if a man and a man walk down the aisle? I don't understand the part.
Yeah, I
Thank
mean,
you, thank
that's
you,
just
thank you.
what I like and what I don't like. Like I said, two of my girlfriends just got married, and I walked down the aisle with them. But I mean, me and another man is not.
So let me ask you this,
So
man.
it's more like a traditional type thing for you? Like you feel like traditionally it should be
I'll
man
break.
and woman?
But like, we live in a time of error. Like, I want to be myself, and I want you to be yourself. So one of my homegirls, one of my homeboys said they want to get married and wanted me to be there. I'd be there. I'd be there. Yeah. It's just me personally. You know.
I'm saying if you said that your relationship status or your whatever you identify as or whatever, if that doesn't affect your relationship with God or whatever like that you said, then why does it matter if two men choose to walk down the aisle together? What's the difference between two men and a woman?
Well, I guess in your way, I mean, there isn't a difference. Well, to me, I think it's for a man and woman. That's me. It's been like that since time, right? I mean, that the gay stuff is just not getting legalized. I'm not saying that gays shouldn't get married. It's just all I know is man and woman, or my mom and dad. You know, so I'm not gonna walk down the aisle with a man. But I mean, if my homeboy walked down the aisle with a man, more power to him.
Well, I feel where Sean is coming from, because pretty much he's stating that that whole tradition of the walk down the aisle is something sacred for a man and a woman. You know, that whole performance, because it's really based off the Christianity beliefs of walking down the aisle, getting married.
Yeah, true. And I'm a gay, and that's all. I'm just a gay Christian. I mean, I believe in God, but like I said, I got my questions about religion. That's another thing too. But I am a gay male.
Do you claim a specific religion like Christianity or anything?
One more time, KJ.
I said, do you represent a specific religion?
No. I'm open to Christianity, but I mean, like we was talking about Buddhism. I respect everybody because somebody may believe in another God. I don't look at them like they're different. We all the same. They believe in something else. Who am I really to judge? You know what I'm saying? I'm 32 years old, and this is what my mom taught me.
I think you need to go in the house because your connection is fucking up so bad. Like, I think you need to go in the house.
Yeah, go in the house, Sean.
Your reception is like cutting out horribly. But
right.
But we got it though. We got what you said though. Appreciate it. So Jordan, what about you? Do you have any thing to say about that? About the religious part? Jordan?
Yeah. What you say?
I said, what about you? Do you have any feelings about the religious part? Do you feel that affects you in any way, or are you religious? Do you have any personal feelings about it at all?
I am not religious at all. I'm very spiritual. I do not believe in religion at all.
And I respect that. Did y'all hear?
Yeah, we heard you.
Yeah.
And that makes me open and like wanting me to when people say stuff like that, I don't turn away from it or think that that's weird. I actually want to know more about your spirituality, your beliefs. I think you can't just like stop away from something you don't know. You want to research it, not like So I believe, I think that's the way people.
I mean, basically, I'm spiritual. I do believe in a God or whatever. It's just the whole religious thing. I don't like organized religion at all. I think it was designed for control of nations and people. And I mean, that's based on the evidence that I've seen. That's what I believe. But if you do believe it, more power to you.
Right. What do you? I got a question for Jordan. How do you feel regarding transgenders attending, so-called straight clubs, and then being approached by straight males?
How do I feel about that? Is the question.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like, is that something they say? For instance, if you go to a so-called straight club, do you feel it's necessary to tell people that approach you that you're transgender, or that's something you don't have to discuss at that time?
I feel like that's something I don't have to discuss at that time. However, I do. I feel like me personally, I will, but I personally feel like, if you don't want to, you don't have to.
Okay.
How you feel about that?
I didn't ask you to approach me. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if it's going on a whole nother level, then yeah. You know, if you feel like you're gonna like this person, or you feel like you're gonna try to date this person, or talk to this person, or get to know this person, that's a whole different type of something else, you know. But you just approaching me, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm transgender. Hell no, that's dangerous.
That is dangerous. I get what you're saying, but regarding
And it
that,
shouldn't be dangerous, though. You know, it shouldn't be dangerous.
but you have to understand the aspect of going to a club. If I was going to a club that I would think will be all, women that are not transgender, and I seen
See,
somebody and I didn't know they were transgender, I wouldn't expect it. But if
see,
I was going to a transgender type of club, I
see.
would
This,
expect
this,
it.
this is the whole stigma right here. This is the whole the whole
I mean,
misconception.
it
Y'all
shouldn't
are
matter.
y'all are saying that if I go to a straight club, as if straight men don't talk to me anyway. Gay men don't like me. Straight men like me.
Got you.
Men with girlfriends, men with kids, men with wives. Those are the men that talk to me. It's not the gay men. Gay men don't like transgendered women. We are women to them. We got
Got you.
titties, we got ass, we look like a female. They don't like that. Straight men talk to us whether y'all know it or not.
That's crazy because actually one of my questions I'm gonna ask is how often do you get approached by straight men
Every day, all day.
that know that you're transgender and
Well, most of them don't know, but I will say this: I've gotten 90%. I'm cool with it, and 10% I'm not.
Got you. Now, like the other gentleman said, he prefers as himself as somebody that's transgender attracted.
But
Hmm.
most men don't. He's just getting very comfortable with that. But most men don't.
And
Most
see,
men still consider
I'm,
themselves
I
straight.
have to say on that subject of being the fact that you don't
hey
realize.
hey, can you speak a little closer to your phone? I can't hear you that much.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, on elaborate on that aspect, like I was saying, like when you hiding that secret for so long and you keep hiding it, and you have to be with a female, and just because you're trying to hide it, you don't realize that shit there. It gets aggravating because you're not allowed to be who you want. Like in my situation, like I had very powerful people back home in Miami in my family. It was like I had to be careful what I was doing because at that time they was in the news. So it was hard for me to hide that secret. But when I finally came out and being comfortable with it, realize, man, it felt like I had 10 tons lifted off my shoulders.
I
Because I'm
have to
able
say
to.
this. I have to say this. Um, the whole transgender thing, I don't like to associate it with the gay people and stuff because we got our own thing, they got their own thing or whatever. Just
Okay,
because
got you.
I'm on here, so just because I'm on here, telling y'all about, what I identify as and how I move or whatever, and he telling y'all how he move. It's a lot of men don't necessarily agree with Yannick, that talk to
And
trans
it's
women.
not. And it's not.
Most trans attracted men, actually a vast majority of them still consider themselves straight. They don't consider it a secret. They don't consider it taboo or anything like that because they're still attracted to women too. I mean, because we are women, we're just a different kind of woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's they still look at us in the same light, especially if you like really really passable. You're not gonna get no man who like trans attracted to be like, oh, try to separate us or nothing, because that's not the thing.
But
So
Jordan,
let me ask
what I want to say is that you just separated yourself from the gay community, correct?
Yes,
And all transgenders don't take that step into getting the surgery to become a complete. I don't want to even say complete woman. They don't go through the process of the whole situation.
right.
So,
did you say the majority?
in that aspect, there is still some type of sexuality that they like, male parts as well.
No,
No, not at
no.
all.
Being transgender has nothing to do with your biology or nothing like that. You can totally be a trans woman and not ever take a hormone pill, not ever get breast implants or whatever like that. It's all based on what you identify as. Now, being a transsexual, meaning you've altered your body.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
There's a difference, and that's the misconception people have. They feel like, oh, because a girl is transgender or whatever, that she wants to take it off. Not every transgender wants to take it off, and not every transgender don't want to take it off. You know.
I
So
think my thing is, if you was born with it, you should be able to rock it. Everybody, you live your life. You can't. It's different if you was born like that, and it's different if you wanted your body like that. And if you was born like that, we need to be able to accept everybody if you born like that. And like back to what you said about transgender is transsexual or separate gay. I mean, from the circle.
I can't.
I think we all.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
We can't hear you that good. I don't know. Maybe you talking.
You got to put the phone closer.
We need to go sit on the couch so we can hear you.
There we go.
All right, can you hear and see me now?
Yeah,
we can hear you now.
Calm down. Calm down.
Like if you born like that, I think we should always be able to accept it. Doesn't matter. It's different if you born like that, and then you was if different that you want to be like that. Anyway, if you born like that, a chick with a dick or a dude with a pussy or anything like that, we gotta have ways for them to be comfortable and accept that too, because it's part of life. I'm gay. I look straight, so I get approached by women all the time. But I'm gay, and I'm comfortable with that. I'll let anybody know. And when women approach me, and I let them know, like I like men too. I always been one to tell that person to always be themselves and go out there and show the world who they are. Don't deny shit. Be yourself. Like you comfortable, like do it. So I hate when people deny who they are.
See, that's the thing right there. It's the issue is so many people looking on the outside in. I mean, truth be told, even with y'all, like we can relate in a way because we both live a lifestyle that if a person doesn't walk in our shoes, they won't necessarily understand it. Am I correct?
You're damn right.
So it's like when it comes to the whole trans issue thing, I hate when people sit and tell me, well, you wasn't born like that and you wasn't this and you wasn't that. However, I may have not been born with a vagina, but I have always been born trans, just like you have probably, depending on how you feel about yourself, you have been always born attracted to the same sex. Nobody taught you to be attracted to the same sex or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to being transgender, it's just totally different levels to this shit, and it just varies from person to person.
And that's what people don't understand. Like, there's not one kind of gay, there's not one kind of transgender.
Lower your.
Okay.
Loud. Go ahead.
There's not one kind of gay. It's so many. We're so different. There's so many cases. Like we're not the same. Everybody's different. Like put us all in one category together. Like we're totally different. Person or we're not in the same way. We very, very different.
Well, just as a straight man, me going to a club or just going out and me expecting to see, a woman that was actually, physically born a woman, and then if I found out that wasn't, I would be kind of like, at odds with that. I would be like, wow, what the hell? Because you're coming to a location where I'm going to meet women that I'm expecting to meet.
Let me ask you something. Why would it be a problem for you? Because number one, the person doesn't ask you to approach them. Number two, if they let you know, they let you know. Either you fuck with it or you don't. You also have to keep in mind that just because you don't fuck with it, don't mean there's not a lot of other motherfuckers in the club that don't fuck with it too.
But this is the breakdown I would give to you. If I was going to a Spanish club, I would be expecting to listen to Spanish music. But then I go to the Spanish club and they're playing hip hop music. I'll be like, what's going on here?
Okay, but who said you couldn't be, into hip hop.
I
You're
think
not gonna.
But I'm saying when I'm going somewhere, I'm expecting one thing, but then I get something else. But that's like saying you're going to a Mercedes dealership.
So
You're
the
going to a
issue
Mercedes
is,
dealership, and then you see Cadillacs.
no, it's not. The issue is you are approaching someone. That's just like you approaching a bitch and you don't know she got herpes and you trying to fuck. What, you gonna get mad because she got herpes because she in the club because you expected her to be herpes negative? Like, it's the same. It's the same scenario. You can't keep a group of
But
people.
that's a bad analogy because who wants herpes?
That's
Who wants
not
herpes? Because
no,
you're pretty much you're just like nope. But let me say something, Sean.
Okay.
Because pretty much you're associating it with herpes. Nobody wants herpes.
I'm not saying that you want herpes. I'm just saying you could approach a bitch with herpes and you was expecting her to fuck her that night. You know, who's to say the bitch didn't have herpes? It's the same thing.
I feel like if you tell her, Larry, like she can't be happy because she like she's gonna like disappoint you. Like this, and like I can't go to a straight club because I'm gay. Like I get hit on by women all the time, and I just let them know, like I either like I'm gay or I like, and it's up to them to choose like that. But if I want to go, I should be able to go. But if you feel it's only symmetry too. But when you feel like you want to talk like that, that's up to that. When you take it to another level, then that person got every right to say who they are, whatever. But like Larry, I would want you to go to a gay club with me and have a good time. Yeah, men are going to hit on you, but when you tell them you're straight, they'll leave you alone.
But what I'm saying is that this is what my whole thing is. I'm not saying it's a problem for anybody to go anywhere.
Yes, you are.
But I'm saying I'm saying you said if you put yourself in that situation, somebody approaches you and you tell them you're in danger, right?
I say I don't just volunteer that information to somebody I'm not gonna try to take serious. No, I'm not.
Right. But who knows who they're gonna take serious off first sight?
And when you start to take a person serious, or when you feel it going that way, then you tell them your tea. But if you're in a club, just like I was just walking down the sidewalk trying to get home from work, and somebody was bothering me, and I wasn't in the mood. I didn't feel like having that conversation.
I'm saying, say for instance, okay, they don't know, and then why don't they get the choice to even,
you do get the choice. You get the choice when you approach me. When you approach me and I tell you my tea, that's your choice. Why do you decide to then get upset? Why would you just say, hey, why don't you just say, hey, I'm with it, or hey, I'm not with it?
Like,
I got to
go ahead.
Yo, hold on. John.
Yeah.
Before you start, we got 2 minutes left, so I'm gonna let everybody get their ending parts. If y'all want to continue this, we can continue it in about 30 minutes. If y'all want to come back, but I'm gonna let everybody say something. But we all got about 30 seconds, so whatever you're gonna say, you got about 30 seconds.
Really nice talk. I don't mind talking to you guys again. Larry, I would just hope that you would be cool if somebody does like that and just tell them like nicely that you don't get down like that instead of getting mad.
No, I never got mad. I actually been to clubs and somebody said, hey, whoop-de-whoop. Then I was like, all right, cool, thanks.
Easy peasy, beautiful. You see how easy it was?
I know you're a good nigga.
I mean,
all right, go ahead, Yannick. You got something you want to say? You got 30 seconds.
You threw me off. Just to see how everybody handles different situations. Now I know how to handle it when it's my turn.
Right.
I think we need to continue this because I'm still lost with Mr. Fit. He needs to explain a little further for me. I can't.
Yeah, let's continue it.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, yeah. Give me 30 minutes. I'm gonna save this, make sure everything functioning right, so we don't have a long conversation for nothing. And I'll send us all a link in 30 minutes, and we'll start it back up.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Stay blessed, y'all.